Hello everyone, thank you all for tuning in. Tully Burnalot here, coming to you straight from the sunny, albeit really thunderous land of Portugal. And we're back with Sounds of Her Love. Why? Because I want to finish this game. I want to see where it goes. I want to know what happens with Carrie. And I still haven't gone back to the first video to see if her name was Saradwen or Caradwen. But I am beyond convinced that not an S, not a C. Alright. The chirping of birds, the typical sounds in the morning, wake me up once again as I slowly but steadily prop myself upright and stretch my arms out. The room is still dark, giving a contrast to my attitude this morning. It's strange to think that the first thing in my mind after waking up is Carrie. Is it strange? Is it strange, Poop Socks? You're in love with her. This is what it's gonna be every second that you're not with her. Or infatuated. It's whatever. Moving on. Although given the situation last night, I can't really help it. Sure, my mind is amiss after Saturday. But with the roller coaster of events which have occurred, focusing on the positives seems to be the best thing to do at the moment. Carrie and I have gotten a lot closer because of it, despite our discussion involving nothing but her ruminating over a painful history. Now that I think about it, that was what it was. There was no personal discussion, it was just her ruminating on bad shit. That's depressive as hell. Where's my War Shark manual? Ah, fuck, it's underneath the belts. Fuck. You know, I'm pretty sure that she would have that texture. Oh, yeah, it's texture. No, it's not texture. It's oh god, it's not texture. It's something else entirely. It's V. It's V. There's a score in the Rorschach test which does in fact indicate your propensity for rumination. I forget what the score is called in English, because I know it in Portuguese. I've made up my mind I want to help her, so I look forward to being able to see her today. It is a Monday after all. Damn it. Return. It is a Monday after all. Don't do that. Just be there unconditionally. You don't know her history. You barely know her, period. Just be there. That's how you help her. I rise from my bed, deciding now is the right time to get dressed and ready for school. Downstairs, I hear my father boasting about his business to my mother. Go away, Audacity. It reminds me of my situation, how different me and Carrie really are. Same transition. Time passes quickly, flowing like a river, guiding me throughout the day. I finish up my business, which involves nothing but a quick shower, brushing my teeth, and getting ready for another day at school. Heading downstairs is the next thing on the list. Walking into the dining room, I am presented with the usual sight of my family enjoying breakfast. Even my sister has managed to make it down here before me, which is quite a rare sight. I take my place next to them in order to have breakfast. What the fuck is wholemeal? Oh, really? They're having a discussion on types of bread? You know, that's perfectly fine. That's a thing that I like having discussions on. Type of bread is a serious fucking business. It seems as if my father is arguing with my sister over what bread they like the best. I myself prefer brown bread, but joining this argument would be the most idiotic thing I could do. Agreed! For once, Poop Socks makes fucking sense. And it's about bread of all things. Jesus, this guy's an idiot. Times like these usually go unnoticed. The fact that I can spend time with my family. To think that Carrie only has her father is an upsetting thought. Is it? Is it though? What if her father really loves her? Single-parent families are a thing, and it's not because there's only one parent that there's any shortage of love. You bastard! Stop stereotyping things. Even more so since he's probably in work when she finishes school, she must be quite lonely. Wait, what? I turn to see my father's face inches away from mine, a sight which startles me. Oh, I love doing this in real life. When someone isn't listening, when someone isn't looking, I just approach them until I'm very much close to their face. Then I go, ha! And then they get scared. Yeah. Apologies to headphone users. What? Thinking about Carrie must have caused me to shut off the outside world. Oh, I know that feeling. And usually, I'm not involved in these sorts of discussions, so it's rare for him to bring me into them. What is better on toast, jam or honey, boy? Neither. Butter. Who the fuck puts jam or honey on bread, you heathens? Butter goes on bread and nothing else. Garlic butter is especially good, but butter, just traditional butter on a hot toasted bread, best thing ever. Fuck jam and fuck honey. Oh, that's how it's gonna be, is it? Well, fuck you, poop socks. You're an awful person if you say that. Oh, no, oh, yes. Oh, poop socks, I love you. In all honesty, I prefer butter, so do I. We finally have something in common. Oh, for the love of fucking Jeebus. Poop Socks finally says something which is 100% factually correct. That everyone should prefer butter, because butter is better than jam or honey, objectively. And if you say otherwise, you're wrong. Jam or honey can go fuck themselves. Butter's better. But again, give my own opinion would upset the situation further. Even your brother agrees. Don't take the opinion of someone who's, oh, that's discriminatory. I space out all the time, and people don't ignore my opinion most of the time. The two of them resume their argument, with me and my mother trying to ignore the presence of the two idiots at the table. I like this guy's dad. I don't know why, but I like him. Breakfast today is the same as any other for me. I wonder if Carrie's having hers right now. I take a glance at the clock, an action which sets my mind into motion once again. I'll be late for school again at this rate. If it was, then I'd definitely be too early. Not anymore, I fixed it. Oh, great. Have a watch? Seriously? I didn't know that. Goodbye, son. Alright, son. Hopefully bring back a girl this time. I like this guy's dad. He's so shameless. I love him. Despite my father's continuous comments about girls, it is what I'm focused on today. I deliberately decided to leave earlier than usual in an attempt to beat Carrie to our meeting spot. I step outside, bidding farewell to my family with nothing more than a brisk wave. Okay. I look forward to seeing Carrie, a girl I have become familiar with. Right. The rosiness of her cheeks, the silkiness of her braids, and that cute edge to her embarrassed smile. This guy is head over heels. He's head over heels. He really is. It's not something I thought I would find when moving schools. Really? Because statistically speaking, the street is quiet. It usually is around this time. I left just before the rush hour, and recently I found myself trying to get to school a lot earlier than before. Maybe there's a reason for that. Oh, you think? You just espoused what the reason was. Do you not listen to your own thought process, you moron? Hairball. Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck. Jenkins! Jenkins, get in here with a broom. I had a hairball again. Oh, God, that's disgusting. Disgusting as shit. Anyway, that reason, though, isn't there when I reach the end of the street. This is the place where I first met Carrie, and the place we agreed on meeting each other from now on. Carrie, though, isn't here. Granted, I did leave earlier just so I could be here before her. If we're around a bit, I should be greeted by the cute sight of her being shocked to see me. Leaning back against the wall, I rub my brow as I take the time to think about the situation between us. On Saturday, I was privy to her life behind closed doors. Having to be involved in a dispute between parents, what with the additional sense of loneliness. Thinking about that really makes me sad that she has gone through so much. Bullying, a divorce, and seclusion, and all of that, and then there's me. I take a look at the watch, its reflection in the sunlight almost blinding me as I squint to make out the numbers. I don't know, maybe you should use a proper watch with two fucking arms? You know, an analog watch instead of a douchey digital watch? What, are you too good to figure out how to read time on a traditional clock? You fucking elitist motherfucker! Why did I say that? Why did I say that? This game brings out the stupid in me. Time has gone by fast, with the dial telling me it's a beat. Oh, it's a dial. I take back everything I said. This guy's classic. With the dial telling me it's been about a quarter of an hour since we were supposed to have met each other. Thoughts fly through my head as I ponder over why she could be so late. But if I wait any longer, then I won't be able to make it to school on time. If she were to turn up after I left, well, it hurt me. Leaving Carrie behind is something I don't want to do, but I can't afford to be late either. Carrie is probably ill. That's the most likely scenario. Really? As opposed to just being late? That's a thing that happens, you know? Being late is a thing. I should know. I've been late tons of times. Fucking call her. You have a phone. You have a way to communicate with this person anywhere in the world as long as it has satellite coverage. Use the phone. Is there any option to use the phone? Of course there's not. Ah, God. I decide to carry on forward, taking myself further down the series of streets towards school. The estate close to silence soon becomes infused with the sounds of students bustling through the school gates to begin their day. Just like me. Unlike them, I have someone in particular on my mind right now. Wow! How do you know they don't have someone in particular? How do you know they're not also going through their childhood, but adolescent crushes? How do you know you're the only one who has a loved one? Jesus, poop socks! Think about other people other than you and Carrie. Self-centered asshat. These people weren't there for Carrie when she needed it. All they did was ignore her, casting her. Oh, God. Is it going to be like this now? Is it going to be like this? Is this guy gonna... Oh. Is this guy... Oh. It hurts my brain. This guy really is an hormonal teenager. Holy fuck. It hurts me to read this. And not just because I'm wearing nothing but underwear. I'm so cold. It's sad that people can judge you based upon how they see you rather than what's inside. Oh, that's rich. Like what you just did? Oh, that's fucking rich, poop socks. Oh my God, how dare they judge people based on what they look like rather than what they are. Bunch of selfish pricks. I bet I'm the only one who has someone special on my head. What a fucking hypocrite! Poop Socks is a fucking asshole. He's a hypocritical, hormonal asshole of a teenager. Fuck him. Can I change characters? I don't like this guy. Carrie herself, wherever she may be, has had a hard time. I keep telling myself over and over, repeating it as if it's timetables I learned back in elementary school. Timetables? Oh, times tables. Oh, you mean 1 times 1 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. Those ones, I never memorized any of them past 7. Ever. And you know why? Calculators, bro. That's why. You can, in fact, have a calculator anywhere you go in life. Carrie must be ill. Could there really be another reason for her absence? Nevertheless, she seems like the type of person that could give me a call to tell me that she would not be in. She hasn't done that. Another cause for worry. Maybe you should call her. You have the technology. I push forward into the school grounds. It's weird to think that this is only the 7th time I've come to school alone. The rest of the time, I was with her. Scene transition. Arriving in class just short of the bell, I sit down at my desk as usual. The best thing I can do now is go about my day as I normally would, but I don't think I'll be able to dissipate the thought of Carrie. A classmate stands before my desk. I'm pretty sure this is the guy from before who was really keen on the sandwiches they sell here. Biology? Alright, thanks, man. He leaves my desk just as quickly as he came, giving me a sense of sickness now that I realize I have to put up with lessons for a while. I'm not particularly fond of my biology teacher either, but I have more important things to focus on right now. All I can do is to try to get through this. My high school biology teacher was the best. She gave us the fucking answers to the questions. Like, she literally gave no shits. Like, she tried giving us a single class, then she just gave up and let us do whatever the fuck we wanted to do. It was 1.5 hours of recess inside a classroom, and then she literally gave us the answers to the tests that she would give us. All the answers. And some people still failed. It was the most hilarious thing ever, I swear to God. Scene transition. Or not. Lunchtime arrives, the bell doing more than signaling that. It shows that I've got nobody to eat with. I doubt Carrie has or will show up today. Rising from my seat, Pains shoot through my back as I straighten it. I've been slumped in my chair all morning, and luckily enough for me, I never got asked any questions by my biology teacher. As I approach the door to the classroom, part of me hopes to find Carrie there waiting for me. The entire set topped off with a cute blush, her silky golden braids lying loosely over her shoulders, and more importantly, her adorable smile. I can agree with this. She can be the most smoking hot babe in the world, but you know what matters to me personally? Is the smile. The smile is all that matters, because the smile says a lot about you. The smile matters more than anything else. And intelligence, obviously. You can have a cute smile and be dumb as rocks, and frankly, that's just a deal breaker. Even though I've only gone just over a day without seeing her, it's still an issue. I think you're an addict. Despite all of this, there was no sign of Carrie as I leave the classroom to make a beeline to the cafeteria. Maybe that 100% roast beef can give me the energy to make it through the rest of the day. Scene transition. Taking my place in line at the cafeteria, one which is surprisingly short, I idle around, waiting for my turn to order. Coming here still gives me thoughts of Carrie. It's where we really got to know each other, not necessarily where everything started. It's because I decided to speak to her on a whim, and that we've managed to get this far. And that was a decision, wasn't it? I decided to do that. Holy crap, I wonder what happens if I think I did, didn't I? I don't know. That was only a week ago. Thinking about it makes me happy at what we've achieved over the past 7 days, yet it eventually trails back to the thought of Carrie's issues. Soon enough, the line to the cold food section shortens again and again as we inch forward. One after the other, people grab their food and we leave to eat it. There's a lot of narration in this part of the game. Something I would be doing it with Carrie if she was we get it! Get your mind off her. This is not healthy, dude. You're going to have to be codependent. You know what the sign of a healthy relationship is? Is one that can withstand separation. Is a relationship where one party can be without the other party and it still works. You can't be codependent, bruh. I decide to grab a sandwich quickly enough to get the last beef one, leaving me to find a place to sit in the cafeteria. The real problem is that I have nobody to eat with, kind of like how Carrie was. Eating alone is not that much of an issue. I do that all the time. Guess what? When you go ahead and you start working, you're probably going to eat alone several times. I wonder if she would have approached me if our situations were reversed. Spoiler, no she wouldn't. With her personality, I couldn't really expect much. Even though she's a kind person, she wouldn't have had the audacity to approach someone she only met that morning. I'm basically narrating a fucking story now. There's no dialogue. Give me something. I don't want to listen to Poop Talk's inner monologue for 20 minutes. I decided the best thing to do is to just go back to class. I can probably find someone to talk to there. Have you fucking call her? You have her number, you moron! I hate my life. The corridor is empty as I walk back towards my classroom to eat lunch. Most people now would either be in their class or in the cafeteria, so it's rare to see any students walking about at this time. Making my way past one of the classrooms, I notice the door open behind me as someone calls out. I stop in my tracks and turn around to find one of our year's form teacher calling out to me. I think he's in charge of Carrie's class. Okay, is this going to take a dark turn? Because the music just got really melancholic. Oh, she doesn't. Teacher, he or she doesn't know either. Ever since all my parents, I thought you might know who she is. Then, how do you know? How does a teacher know? Who's been feeding you info? Who's the rat? Who's the rat? I bet it's the motherfucker asking what the class was. Bastard. Has this guy been watching me and Carrie? I guess it's kind of his job as a teacher to track pupil progress. Yes, it is. Inside the fucking classroom, not outside. That's not the teacher's responsibility. That's the school's responsibility. It is quite notable that one of the most introverted students suddenly made a friend. But it still aggravates me that he's looking into our business. Into my business. Okay. I'm not sure if this guy knows about the relationship between Carrie's parents. He heads back into his classroom, leaving me by myself in the corridor. And of course, Poop Socks completely misses the fucking cue to just call her himself. God damn it. The thought of giving Carrie a call myself crosses my mind as I make my way back to my classroom. And yet I will not do it. Scene transition. Oh! Just the thought of calling her crosses my mind. But I won't call her because I'm a fucking moron. I hate my life. God. I wish I had a camera up now. Cool air, the sound of cars, and the presence of the local populace going about their daily lives surround me. Walking home from school has always been like this, just time to think whilst I rush to get back so I can get about my own life. It makes me wonder whether things would be different if Carrie had come to school today. We did agree to walk to school together, but neither of us said anything about walking home together. I'm not sure why we haven't. Maybe it's because you're a fucking idiot, poop socks. Being able to support Carrie, hairball, is something I want to do. After what our teacher has told me, I don't really think she's ill. Surely your father would have informed the school. They're never too keen on pupils missing lessons. I've had experience of being berated for it before. Let me guess, she moved? Putting my hands in my pocket, my fingers naturally rested on my phone as I realized I had it with me. I did decide on giving Carrie a call, but I'd rather wait until I'm at home before doing it. Why? Why? No one gives a shit who you're calling when you're out in the street. No one gives a damn. Call her now. Something inside me knows the things we'll discuss will be the same as the trivial things we both embraced before. Step by step, I trace back my usual path down my street to and from school, quickly arriving home and making my own way indoors. Inside, instead of the usual sounds of my father's boasting and my mother's retorts, I find my sister sitting down and playing on her phone. It's something she would usually do. Why she's doing it downstairs, not in her room, I'm unsure. Okay. She always has a way to be cheeky. They went out, they said they'd be something for dinner. Okay. I take off my shoes in the hall, and I get the idea to talk about Carrie and my sister. She might be able to give me a girl's perspective on it all, at least I hope. My sister turns her head. Wow! Hey, sister, is there any reason why a girl, just any girl, just a nondescript girl, might not come to school even though she's ill? Not that I matter, not that I care, I'm just sort of asking. Poop Socks is an idiot. The name befits him. My sister turns her head and smirks at me, almost to mock me for knowingly asking something which would make me indebted to her. Oh, I can bet his sister is going to milk this for all it's worth. Yes, she did. After raising my voice, my sister responds by giving me a solemn expression. I did mean to get loud, but right now I have more things on my mind that are jokes. I wouldn't go if I didn't feel like it. That is, if I was depressed. Thank you, I'm sorry for shouting. By getting angry, I've created a sense of awkwardness between us. Then apologize! Properly! And control your fucking emotions next time, you asshole! Doing so resulted in getting an answer from her anyway, one which isn't unreasonable given Carrie's situation. All I can do now is hope she's willing to answer my call. Resuming with whatever it is she was doing, my sister takes hold of her phone, leading me to start part ways with her to head upstairs. What kind of person plays phone games not in their room in the house? Weird. Scene transition. Before me is a room all too common, and as always, all too messy. All this narration is going to make it amazing for me to sync the audio. It's going to be awesome. Looking around, I realize this will be a stage upon which I begin my act to be there for Carrie, the girl which has grown on me so much over the course of a mere 7 days. The sounds of cars resonate through the open window, causing me to look outside and stare back at the melancholic expression. Is that really what I look like? Yes. The image is beyond me as I continue to listen to the melodic rhythm of people within the city going about their lives. Here I am, hesitating to call someone who means so much to me, someone who changed me. I was under the assumption that after meeting Carrie, I was able to bring her out of her shell. She told me otherwise, but I find myself thinking about how much she has done for me, how much we've been there for each other, neither of us even realizing it. You've known her for 7 days. You've had maybe 2 hours of interaction with her. Stop talking as if you're soulmates. You're setting yourself up for a massive disappointment down the line, kid. God, I sound old. This guy is getting on my nerves. He really is. Like, oh, we're so in love. We're destined to be one another. knocking the wind out of my sails, literally. The pounding of my heart acts as a timer, urging me on as I clasp the phone in my hands. All I have to do now is press the button. A pang of nervousness causes me to sweat as my breathing sharpens, unsettling my mind as I continue wanting to get this issue resolved. All this pointless bullshit, and the one thing in my mind is, I hope Carrie's okay, because I legitimately feel for her. She managed to invoke feelings of big brotherness and care. This guy, though, I hate him. I despise him. He's an asshole. With an unsteady hand, I take the move to press call. This is not a good protagonist character. I don't feel myself in his shoes. I care for Carrie. There's a good slogan. I care for Carrie. I care for Carrie, not this guy. With an unsteady hand, I take the move to press call. Now it is up to her to answer. Fucking face. The phone rings slightly longer than I would expect it to if Carrie really felt like talking. It can only be assumed that she's at home. If her phone was anywhere near her, then she would have answered it by now. Are you sure? I ignore my phone all the time, especially when I know that telemarketers are calling. The ringing stops abruptly, causing me to feel a sense of relief, which is soon washed away when someone other than Carrie answers the phone. On the other end of the line is Carrie's father. I don't know how many parents would answer their child's phone, but at least I can ask about Carrie. This is Poops. This is Poop Socks. Hello. Ah, that's right. Remember the other day? Yada, 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 yada. No, it's fine, Mr. Irwin. No, it's actually fine. You're a good Oh, God. Is something bad going to happen? I've only met this guy once, and he's kind of a good lad. On the other hand, getting on his good side isn't a bad thing in any shape or form. Why do you think like that? Why not just go with the traditional, I want to be a nice person to everyone I meet? Just don't think of it in terms of getting on good sides or not. Just be a decent guy. You asshole. Moment, she hasn't been out in a while. That's concerning. She locked herself in her room. She won't be my wife much longer. It's a complicated story. Did Carrie ever mention it to you? Okay. I think you just know it'll explain what Carrie's feeling. I don't think I'm in any position to be this involved with her family issues. Thank you. You made sense. Why is her father? I'm assuming that maybe her father just needs to get this off his chest with someone. That's why psychologists exist, man. Just go get a fucking therapist. You're rich enough that you can get your fucking daughter a harp. A harp. Go see a therapist. Really, it's hard to think you'd be this one to tell me. Listening now, though, might make it easier to understand what Carrie is feeling, and if I want to help her, it's something I must know. Okay. Alright. Fuck that bitch, am I right? Alright. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, the bitch! Oh, I see. She goes overseas for a vacation, gets back together with an ex-husband, and is now filing for custody of her daughter? Oh, fuck that bitch! Fuck her! Fuck that bastard! I don't know what their family life was before, but what the fuck is this kind of hypocrisy? You cheat on your husband and demand custody of your daughter? You have no legitimacy to ask for that. You backstabbing... My throat hurts. God. Does that mean Carrie also returned to Wales? Yes. See, I fucking called it that she was moving, and the music just changed abruptly, and now it's very scary. Okay? It doesn't mean she has to be away from. The reality is too hard to comprehend. A sheepish girl faced with another child. It's not that she's sheepish, it's that she's been bullied, she's shy, her mother abandoned her father to get together with her ex-husband, and is now trying to rip her away from a life that she's building here. She has every right to be depressed and anxious. It's not that she's sheepish. Life has taken a massive dump on this girl. And not in a sexually pleasing way. God. No scat. Fuck scat. Not literally. Having to leave behind her father and her friend in order to go back to live with a mother she has no fondness for. Yeah, I knew from the beginning that I wouldn't be able to do anything. Yeah, being there for Carrie still won't change the outcome, but I won't resist doing so. Right now she needs someone there for her, even if it'll end up hurting both of us. Yes, that's what you do. You be there for someone unconditionally. If you're trying to speak to yourself, you're welcome to come over any time, but I'm not sure how receptive she'll be about it. It feels wrong if I don't at least try to get my voice through to her. Even if she turns me away, I just want her to know that I'm there for her. To know that despite the pain, the people most important to her will give back everything in return. That we care for her, that I care for her. Is this building up to climax? Oh, her reaction right now isn't really stable. All that matters to me is how she's feeling, which I know is far from good. I want to reach out to her. Poop Socks is this weird pendulum where he goes from between stupid and asshole-ish to absolutely reasonable. There's no middle ground here. In a rush, I hang up on Mr. Irwood without giving him the chance to respond. Wasting time isn't an option. I need to get there as soon as possible. Heading downstairs, my footsteps resonate through the house, causing my sister to give me a bewildered look. Luckily enough, she doesn't give me an issue and goes back to using her phone. Passing through the hall, the door opens before me, revealing my parents, home for their trip out. I don't have time to make conversation, so I slip past them at the doorway, both of them giving me the same bewildered look as my sister she did in the process. Where are you off to, son? I'm going to a girl's house. Upon hearing that, my father contorts his face in surprise, finally leaving me with a proud smile as I set off to make my way down the street. I bet this guy's dad thinking, my son's gonna score today, when the reality is far worse. But you know what? Let him be happy. All I should focus on is being there for Carrie. Yes! A thought which drives me as I race my way to her house. Scene transition. Darkness fills the path towards Carrie's house, spare the street lamps which guide my course towards it, a long and winding one, in a metaphorical sense that is. This week provided me with countless ups, but I guess it's time to face the downs. Knowing that Carrie is hurting makes me feel bad myself, something which I've told myself over and over. My emotional attachment to her is a big thought. Carrie Street is short, so it's easy enough to find her house. It saves me the time for looking for it in the darkness of the ever-looming night. The adrenaline within me rushes me further towards the door of her house. It's not necessary, but I feel like controlling these emotions will be a bad thing on top of the difficulty to do so. It's Carrie's feelings I want to prioritize right now. Fuck you, Pan Flute! Go away! No one cares, Pan Flute! Getting here as soon as possible helps me do that. My knuckles face the way of the door repeatedly as I eagerly wait for an answer. I can see movement from inside, that of Carrie's father, as he soon comes to open the door. Alright? Keeping things brief, Mr. Irwood gives me directions to Carrie's room, despite me already knowing them. I don't know how I would sit with him if I told him that I've already been up there, so I just thank him anyway. Thank you. Sparing no time, I rush up the stairs as carefully as I can, wearing socks and trying to race up there would be really regrettable if I were to slip. Though being too cautious also seems like a bad idea as well. The only thing I should be caring about is Carrie. Following the same path I took only days ago, Carrie's bedroom door stands before me, the gateway to a lonely, downcast girl. Knocking on it gently, my heart continues to pound in my chest as I wait for a response. Nothing. Out of instinct, I'm scared of what might be on the other side of that door. God, out of instinct I grasped the doorknob, but despite my best effort, it won't budge. She must have locked it. Say it's you! Speak to her, you moron! I kind of expected it, but it doesn't change the fact that she's locked herself away from the outside world, even her own father. Slow movements raise my arm once again as I realize what I have to do. For all Carrie's concerned, it could just be her father knocking on the door. Hopefully hearing me as well can show her how concerned we both are. As I tap against the door once more, I make my call out to her. Carrie, it's me. A response. A small yet welcome one.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I care about you? Carrie? Fucking hell. Her voice is filled with nervousness. Over the time that we spent together, I've noticed that she found it easier to speak to me as each day went on. Now, though, she sounds just as she did when I first met her. Alright? I abruptly managed to stop myself from adding, I've missed you, even though it's the absolute truth. Spending time without her was different, even though that's all I knew before. Okay?
I'm sorry. I know. You're important to me.
I swear to God, this is Nikki's voice from fucking Honeypop. I swear to God. You don't have to apologize. I just wanted to be there for you.
I'm not sure if I'll feel like going. It's complicated.
Only a thin piece of wood separates us as we both stand in silence. A wall between us, between our feelings. I'm not sure what I should do. Okay, so this is a gamble. But it might work. You know, dare her to be badass. Dare her to go ahead and pick herself up by the bootstraps. Which might backfire immensely because she might just be too depressed to get out of her room. Maybe you should have gone inside, converted her, and then said that. You idiot. God. You have no idea how to run this kind of shit, Poop Socks. On a whim, I turned myself away from her. It's a painful thing to do, but actions speak louder than words. Trying to break into her room wouldn't have done either of us any good, but telling her I'll wait no matter what might let her hear my feelings in a different way. I'm not sure if she responded, though she doesn't come out after me. It's an odd thing for me to be so familiarized with her house after only having known her for a week, but that thought doesn't stick with me on the trip down the stairs. Her father stands in the hallway, showing me that he was waiting for me the entire time. I don't know, I'll have to wait and see. They are plain and simple words, yet they hurt me so much. Having this uncertainty between us all makes me feel more bitter than anything. Okay. I know a meal with a 37-year-old Welsh guy is exactly on everyone's bucket list. Oh, I like this guy. I like Mr. Irwin. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. Alright. Scene transition. Carrie's father sees me off with a wave as I walk out of the Irwood household. Thinking about it now, his words don't make much sense to me. Describing Carrie as stubborn is definitely a contrast to what I know her as. In fact, I would describe her as pretty compliant. I guess things are different when you're a parent. Maybe it's just how Carrie acts towards me, at least I hope it is. Scene transition. Okay, let's see if she comes here and I will end the episode. The morning sunlight blinds my eyes on my walk towards school. More importantly, towards my typical rendezvous point with Carrie. As I get closer and closer, I dote upon what Carrie means to me, my relationship with her. It's a strange thing to think about, but as time goes on, things will start to make more sense to me. As usual, corner of the street enters my vision. The shy, braided girl isn't there. It would be wrong to say I didn't expect this, but part of me looked forward to seeing her adorable aura shimmer in the sunlight. Looking at my watch, it's still a bit early. Even if it was late, I would still wait for her. Being late to school doesn't concern me now. Good on you! That's how you think! Cars pass by me one after another as the neighborhood starts to get into motion. Everyone on their way to work or to drop their kids off at school. It's the usual sort of thing for a weekday. Having mine be different yesterday really showed me how much I enjoy the mornings before going to school to be able to see her. Every day of my life before had been absent of her, but meeting her really showed me how much of a wonderful person she really is. It's a shame it took her a while for her to be able to show it to someone. The clock continues to circle around and around my watch, similar to the thoughts in my mind, constantly moving, but never really going anywhere. 7:35 soon passes without any sign of Carrie. When agreeing to meet with her, I would have probably embraced the experience walking down the road around this time to see her waiting for me with a mild smile on her face, one which I can only assume would quickly turn into a fluster as she would spot me approaching. None of that has happened though. Or will happen. I can't imagine Carrie being that happy to see me. Anxiety grows within me, flowering from one of the most painful places for it to embed its thorns, my heart. It's been 5 minutes now since the usual time we agreed to meet, not particularly late by any standard, that is, any standard other than Carrie's. Every time we agreed to meet somewhere, despite it only happening on two occasions, Carrie was always early or on time, more so the prior. That's not a good sample size, you moron. Ain't by my words in reach after all. Glancing up from my watch one last time, within my vision I see a figure. Despite the morning sunlight hindering my view, it's clear to me that a girl is walking down the street towards me. As she approaches, I can make out her hair, neatly braided, swaying in the light autumn breeze. Her attire, all too familiar to me, consists of a tan sweater which embellishes her figure. A harp insignia on her chest is quickly covered by her arms as she adjusts the red ribbon beneath her neck, blushing slightly as she looks towards me. It's Carrie! Yay! And what a better fucking way to end the episode. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you guys and gals enjoy the video. As always, I'm open to suggestions in the comment section down below. And until next we meet, this is Tully Burnalot signing off. Cue the music!